Hello guys, I'm RJ, and today I will show and explain to you our activity in Laboratory 2 in Midterm. So let's start. So our activity is user registration. So in the first part, we start in the main script. So by gathering two pieces of simple input, the user's full name and the user type. So these are stored as string. Okay, so the next part is the password validation function. So in this code line, okay, this defines our primary function, the check password. So it takes the user proposed password as its parameter. So next code line is the special characters. So here. So we define a string constant containing all the special characters that the password must contain at least one of it. Okay. So the next code line is here. So in this code line, so we first check the password length using the built-in len function. So if the length is less than 8 characters, a message is printed and the function immediately returns false, so stopping any further checks. And next code line is if elif len password is greater than is equals to 15. So the elif and else blocks provide and feedback on the password's strength based on its length, strong or normal. But these checks do not cause this function to return false. Okay, this line of code. And the next code line is here. This is a key check. So we use a generator expression combined with any function. So char is upper function. Checks if a character is uppercase. Any function returns true if at least one character is uppercase. If any function is false, the not inverts the result. The condition is met and the function returns false. Okay. So next code line is here. This line perform the same logical check which is here, and then ensuring the password contains at least one lowercase letter using the char dot is lower function. Okay, and next or last is this is the final validation check. Ensure the password contain at least one special character. So it checks if any character in the password exists within the defined special character string. So the next code line is return true. So in this part, if the code passes all the validation checks without returning false, the function reaches the end and returns true, indicating a valid password. So the next or last part is the registration loop function. Okay, so in this part, the function, so we define the main logic function, the user registration, and initialize a counter variable attempt 2 3, which is here, which is this. And then the next code line is here. So this start a while loop that will continue to run as long as the user has attempts left. Okay, and then so in this code line, so inside the loop, the user is prompted for a username and password. Next code line. So we call the check password function. If it returns true, the code proceeds to confirmation step. So here, if the password is valid, the user must confirm it. Okay. Then if the password in this code line, okay, sorry, if in this code line, if the password is valid, the user must confirm of it. Okay, so if the password do not match, an error is printed and attempts counter is decreased by 1. So here is the code of that part. And then in this part, if the password do match, the registration is successful and the breaks keyword immediately exits the while loop. And then next code line is here. So if the check password function returns false, meaning the password requirements weren't met, this else blocks runs. An error is printed and attempt is decreased by 1. And next code of line is here. This is the else clause of the while loop. It only runs if the loop finishes without a break. Meaning, the user ran out of attempts, it prints the final failure message. So, the message is too many failed attempts, the registration failed. And last code line is this, the user registration. So, this is the final line of the script, calls the main registration function to start the whole process. So, let's try this code or this activity. Let's say enter Michael Jordan, the full name, and then the user type is admin. So I have 3 attempts left to create a valid account. So the username, let's say Michael123. So our password, let's say let's try with special characters. So Michael the output of that password is the normal length password is 8 to 14 characters. The password must contain at least one uppercase letter and password does not be requirements. Please try again. So which means there's a special character. So let's try pure number only in password. Michael 123 and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so again the password does not meet requirements, please try again. So let's correct it. So Michael 123, then password is Michael Foggy 1 2 3. No 2326. So the password does not meet requirements, please try again. So too many failed attempts, registration failed. So let's try again. Then Michael Jordan. So in this part I will correct all the input. Let's see, Michael 01, then the password is blue lightning with special characters and 01. So after I input the blue lightning 01 in the enter your password, so the output is strong password length 10 or more characters. So that is the status of my password. So confirm your password. Let's say yes. Wow. Okay. Take another one. Let's repeat it. Michael 01, then the password is blue lightning 01 underscore 01, then confirm password, or let's repeat the password. Okay, then that's it. The registration successful. Welcome Michael01. So that's all for the user registration. I hope you learned something from me and see you in the next video. Thank you very much.